Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, or good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. Hey, hope you're doing well as this work week starts winding down. David here with you, where we talk about ways to improve your health, wellness, and fitness, and you do that by working on your body, mind, and spirit, what I call balancing the triad. So let's talk about a little topic today. That's going to be, are you dieting again? Now, how many times has that happened for you, where literally you are? Or how many times have someone in your life asked you that when they find out, wait a second, you're dieting again? Weren't you just on one like a month ago? You're doing this again? Or how many times have you asked yourself and gone, wait a second, am I dieting again? So, but for me, the real question is, what's the reason for the again part? That's definitely something to ponder. And you can say, well, because I stopped doing it. I went off the diet. Well, okay, then we want to go back and say, what's the reason you went off the diet? What's going on there? So you've heard me talk about this before, is part of my training I got through the Institute of Transformational Nutrition, because I'm a certified transformational nutrition coach, is that we got a handout which talks about 150 different diets out there. I remember going through the list, and there's some of them I never even heard of. But what it does kind of gives a brief description of what they are, the pros and the cons. And every single one has a con. So a lot of times the reason why diets don't work is people literally don't work the diets. Most of them are going to work, but people don't work the diets. So, but let's change it up a little bit. Why is it that people don't work the diets? A lot of times the food and stuff you're normally restricting certain type of foods and you're eating other type of foods. And for most people, it's like, that doesn't work for me. I don't want to restrict those foods. I don't like this type of food. I want to eat this one over here. And that's where things usually end up failing. So let's shift this around. Now, I have done a few type of diets through my lifetime, but I never connected with them because of the very reason. I think a better approach, I think you might agree with this as well, is let's get just a way of eating, a style of eating. Instead of going for a diet, say, okay, because most of the time, and we talked about this before as well, is if we talk about the animal kingdom, a horse's diet, an elephant's diet, a diet is what they eat. But for humans, a diet means we're doing something usually to lose weight. All right, but let's just talk about eating, because normally eating a diet should be just what you eat. So let's stick with that idea. What is it you're going to eat? And what we're looking for is basically a lifestyle approach. What can you eat without having to be good? Okay, I'm on this diet. I got to eat this way. I got to eat this way. Let's stick with just a lifestyle approach. And to do that is something I've talked about many times before. Let's realize what are the things that really aren't good for us. The high fat, the high sugary, the high calorie, the high crappy foods, the cookies, the candies, the ice creams, and all that stuff. Well, let's just start eating less of that. If you want to cut it out, go for it, which probably would be in your best interest. But for a lot of people, that might be too much. So let's just start cutting it out a little bit. Let's start adding more fruits. Let's start adding more vegetables. Let's start doing more water. If you're going to eat meat, make sure do your best to do some high quality meat, or you want to go organic in there, yeah, go for that. But let's just start doing a lifestyle approach, things that's going to last you a lifetime, that makes it rather easy to do. So you're not dieting, but you're eating healthy, or at least you're eating healthier, and therefore you're going to start getting results from your body, your mind, and your spirit. You work on all those elements. And it's some of the stuff we talk about over and over again. As I've already mentioned here, start cutting out the crap. And most of that stuff you're going to know. So stick with the stuff you know not to eat. Stick with the stuff you know not to eat so you know to cut it out. How's that? That make sense? Yeah. So cookies, candies, be wary of the chips. Read your labels. Again, you're going to be surprised in some of this, but start there. Don't necessarily go a diet. Now, there are times for a diet if you choose to. You want to tighten up a little bit, because for some people they're doing a photo shoot. This could be just for yourself. Doesn't mean it's going to be something professional. Maybe going on a vacation, maybe going for a wedding. Yeah, you want to tighten things up a little bit. But the idea, for me personally, I think it usually should be able to tighten things up a little bit. Not have to go and suddenly try losing all the stuff at one time. Which what a lot of people do is like, okay, summer's coming up. I better hurry up and try getting on a diet. Well, if you can eat pretty healthy most of the time, you add a little diet in there for a short period of time, which is what it's intended. A diet is intended for, is only for a short period of time. It's not designed to do all the time. But what if you can eat healthy all the time? And again, doesn't have to be super strict unless you choose to. But just kind of think about a little bit. What are some stuff to cut out? What are some stuff to maybe add in? Start doing that. And you'll realize and a lot of times we're looking at calorie deficit. I mean, there's much more involved than just that. But on a surface level, it's kind of start a little as simple. Start cutting out the crap, eating a little healthier. Just a little bit. You want to have the pizza? Okay, let's have the pizza, but maybe not have the whole slice of chocolate cake for dessert. Maybe just have half a slice. And then maybe sometime later, you might only have a quarter slice. You might get to the point where you don't even need a slice of the cake. And then maybe reduce how much pizza. Maybe have pizza, but you also have a salad with it. If you do want that dessert, okay, maybe have, instead of a full-size Snickers bar, maybe go for a small one. See, just little things like that there. Make it easy to fit into your life. What is it? Okay, I like this food. Okay, you can eat that food. If that's what you absolutely need to do, maybe just reduce the amount. So the idea is here not to do work on dieting, but to less work on a lifestyle approach. So it makes it easy and you don't have to think about it too much. So let's start with that approach and see what you think about that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want something to help you with this, maybe start getting the process going to give you some ideas to ponder, in the link, I always get this, I don't know why I always do that. In the description, there's a link to my Facebook group where I got a number of trainings in there, especially the one I'm referencing here is Health and Wellness Your Way, which I go through this series of 12 steps, but it's at least going to get you start thinking about the process. Okay, how can you change things up, eat healthier, and not worry about dieting? All right, so that's what I got for you today. I said, if you're dieting again, understand what's the reason for it again. And let's change it up. Let's not worry about dieting so much. Just start eating healthier a little bit at a time. All right, so take care. Have yourself a wonderful day, and I will catch you tomorrow. So take care and balancing to you. Bye-bye.